Innovation Stars.
Hello and welcome to Innovation Stars. Innovation Stars, solutions for growth. The Ministry of Scientific Research and Innovation with the Cameroon Radio Television make of science, technology and ingenuity engines for wealth creation and the economic development of Cameroon.
Innovation Stars.
Innovation Stars is your appointment to re-establish the link in between science and the society, make known the national system for scientific research and innovation, and above all, celebrate science actors and solutions they bring every day.
Innovation Stars.
Like I said, today we focus on motorcycles made in Kumbo. To talk about this main issue, we are receiving a special guest. Welcome, Ted.
Thank you very much. I'm honored to be here.
Okay, what's your name?
My name's W.e.j ERICO.
Okay, you were from Kumbo?
I'm from Kumbo.
Yeah, so how was the trip to Yaoundé?
No, actually, I left from Douala to Yaoundé. I'm an IGP.
Okay, okay, I see. Then, what's your level of education?
I had only first school leaving certificate.
Wow. And you're developing so many things?
Yes.
Vehicles, agricultural machines?
Yes.
Oh, okay, before we move on to that, dear viewers, Cameroon Science is cultivating its narrative identity, and one of the great tracers of these epic tales is nobody else than Professor W.e.j Tanka. Who is he? What has he done? Let's have a look.
Innovation Stars.
Paying homage, yes, means recognition. It's kind of a push for you to move forward. So for researchers also, when you get a little bit of an encouragement, some recognition, you're really grateful. It's very heartwarming, and it makes you feel that, you know, with this means you have to work harder, so you do better than even you have done. It drives you on to work harder.
Dr. Julius W.e.j Tanka. He has a PhD in energy machinery and is also an associate professor of technology specialized in power and machinery engineering. He was born on February 4th, 1965 in Kumbo, Bui Division, Northwest Region, Cameroon. Married and a father of 5 children. His thirst for education has taken him to many countries, namely Israel, China, Denmark, Netherlands, United Kingdom, Burkina Faso, Nigeria, and Cameroon. He has held significant posts of responsibility in the Ministry of Higher Education, serving in Yaoundé, Bamenda, and Chang. He has worked in the Sultanate of Oman, Libreville, Gabon, and in Nigeria. In Cameroon, he has been a consultant with many national and international NGOs working in the installation of wind turbines, renewable energy and biofuel development, etc. He has won many awards and prizes in China, Netherlands and Israel, written many conference papers and articles. In his domain, he's a trailblazer and role model, don't you think?
Innovation Stars.
Okay, back inside with you, Eric. Do you know Professor Julius W.e.j Tanka?
Yes, I know him. I know him. Professor Julius W.e.j Tanka is somebody that motivates me so much a lot because of the things he has created, innovated. So that is how I came to know about him.
Okay, thank you very much. Dear viewers, our invitee comes from the ERICO METAL, welding and general fabrication. Let's have a look at this innovation city.
Innovation Stars.
My name's W.e.j ERICO. I'm from the Northwest region of Cameroon, Kumbu to be precisely. I'm 34 years of age. I'm a welder, a metal fabricator. I have been into welding for 17 years. In my workshop, in ERICO Metal workshop, I fabricate iron doors, motor gate, window protectors, and general agricultural machines, grinding mills, peeling machines, wet machines, red oil processing machines, garden processing machines, as a matter of fact, general agricultural machines. In all home works like motor gates, iron doors, and window protectors. A lot of things in my workshop that I fabricate, and if people are to pay me to train them, it will be very expensive, and that alone scares people. So that is why I decided, since I've been blessed with so much, of course I'm not rich, but I'm rich mentally, since I've been blessed with so much knowledge, I said the best thing to do is to give it back to the society, and that is why I choose to be doing this free training. For the past 8 years, I've trained 7 to 8 apprentices who have graduated, and they are working on their own, so that we have no limitation. I have no limit of number. I train any number, any gender, any race, any religion. No, it doesn't matter your skin, your color, or race, or wherever you are from. The training is open to everybody. Of course, there are challenges. There are challenges at first, like when you have many apprentices from 10 and above, it's not good to sponsor them with their overalls, their tools. So those are the challenges we face, but that is not an excuse for you not joining the company. So far in my workshop, I designed a motorcycle 2016, and I've been able to design a motorcycle, and I have dreams of making more. And not only any motorcycle, or those of you who have been following me know I've been renovating cars. I change old cars to new modern cars. I take a car of 1980, I turn it to the present design. I can design any model of a car. Those of you who have been following knows, and so far the focus is on the motorcycle I made, which I would like the world to see, and I would like people to, I would like our government in particular, to take a look at that bike and see how they can sponsor, give us more room and opportunity, maybe a license, maybe an authorization, that I can be manufacturing most of those bikes and be selling them, because I've seen that motorcycle business has a lot of employment in this country. So I'm being able to come out with that sophisticated bike, and I can do better making other bikes which are more durable than the Chinese bike. Of course, I'm not looking down on them. They are doing a great job. So, and with all this in my mind, in all this that I've been doing and that has been going on, the only thing I can give to the society and to Cameroon as a whole, to the world at large, is the free training, because it is difficult to acquire the knowledge. So with all the difficulties I've mentioned, that is why I've opted and give an opening for sponsors, partnership, anybody who feels like who have the same love for mankind like I have. All I can offer is the free training. There are a lot of things that we might need along the line, but it has been a one-man show for the past 8 years, and I'm proud to say that God has been so much into it and blessing us to be so far to be where we are.
Innovation Star.
That was one of our innovation cities. Eric, I'm coming back to you for the first question. So what motivated you to develop a motorcycle commonly referred to as, how do they call it in Kumbo?
We call it motorcycle. The popular name, they call it a chaba. But
a chaba, okay.
Yes, this being a luxury motorcycle, it's a chopper. It's a West Coast chopper type of a bike. It's a luxury bike.
Yeah, so
yes.
What motivated you to develop this?
First of all, it's the love. I have so much love for motorcycle.
Okay.
Yes. I have so much love for motorcycles, and the type of motorcycle that I loved, I couldn't afford to buy because it's too expensive.
Yeah.
Yes. It's mostly made in America. American motorcycles. It's not like these Chinese motorcycles. It's a most American type of motorcycle. So,
yeah.
Since I'm a welder and it's nothing I cannot fabricate, so I came to develop my idea of designing mine and making mine to be running.
Okay, so above the love you have for motorcycles, couldn't you just buy a motorcycle like everybody? Or why developing your own type?
That is where the love comes in. That is where the magic comes in, let me put it that way.
Okay.
If I bought it, I have not made it.
Okay.
The joy I have when I'm riding the bike I made, I create, let me put it that way.
Okay.
It's completely different. It's like when I'm driving my car, the one I fabricated, is different from when I bought in a taxi or a cab or any other thing. Okay. So, and for the fact that those types of motorcycles are not made in Cameroon. Of course, we don't make any motorcycle in Cameroon. So for me to be able to buy that type of motorcycle, it will take me years because those motorcycles are millions.
Okay.
That particular type,
okay, I see.
they are millions. I cannot afford that, that's the truth. But I have the knowledge, I can make it very cheap. That is why I decided to design mine and manufacture it.
Okay, designing yours?
Yeah, I designed mine.
Why are you so much interested in fabricating these machines, vehicles? Like, what is the mystery?
Yeah, with the entrepreneurial mindset, as far as business is concerned, when I looked into the society, I found out that a motorcycle is a business that is fast growing. It's a lot of employment. And with the business mindset, I see myself in the future making a couple of them and selling them.
Okay.
To make money for myself. Let me put it that way. And first of all, I start with the most sophisticated one. That one is very difficult. The duration I took in making this one is the time I can take to make like 3 bikes, this Chinese bike, these common bikes we run on our streets. The time I took to make that one, I can make 3 bikes of that one. So I started from the highest level. So that when I cross that bridge, every other thing will be ABC to me. So, and thank God I acquired that. So
just excuse my my expression. It's just that I'm amazed by all what you're doing. And while we were discussing, you were saying that you also develop vehicles like cars and agricultural machines. Yeah,
thank you. Oh, I've been doing agricultural machines all my life. General welding, like iron doors, motorcycle, iron doors, window protectors, garri processing machines, corn, fufu corn mills machine, palm oil machines, and wet machines. Every agricultural machines, I've been doing them all my life, and so that is what I do for a living. Okay. So now I come up with this as a new creation since 2016. Now actually I've been into welding for 17 years. Okay. Yeah, so but manufacturing of motorcycle is something I came into 2015, 2016. Okay, so coming back to manufacturing this motorcycles, how do you come about motorcycle? What is the process? From where do you start? Nah, truth be told, Cameroon is blessed. We have all the irons. I wouldn't lie, there are difficulties to acquire them. There are irons in the shop that you can take and transform and make any other thing with. So we have the raw materials. The only things we don't have are the engines. But of course, we buy them because they import them. So it was easy for me to buy an engine, only an engine, and then to reconstruct the whole thing. So you get the raw material, you assemble everything? I get the raw material, I design everything from scrap, from the genesis, from the beginning, like make everything from the beginning. You get to see everything, the images, the pictures, everything from the creation. So are you thinking of getting into massive production? Like, what will be your feeling if on the street everybody is driving a motorcycle from ERICO Metal Welding? Of course, I'm thinking about that. So, of course, with the help of our government. Of course, with the help of our government, because I will need a permit, a license, and authorization to be able to manufacture them and sell them. So people will have the access to pay for documents. Like right now, the one I'm having, I've been riding for close to a year. I don't have a single paper. Luckily for me, no police have stopped me to ask for them, because every time I'm passing on control, they respect. They respect the CE, they respect them, because I first of all put in the title on it, ERICO Metal made in Cameroon. So every time a cop CE, the policeman sees it. And they are like to stop it, and then they stop for a minute, and then they see this is made in Cameroon. They just shout, and then they allow me to go. So I've never been stopped. So I would say that is a very difficult. That is most of the things that scares people from trying to make things, because I believe that we have so much talent that we could do many things. Because I've been having questions like, are you stupid? Why are you making a motorcycle? You will be locked up, you will be this and that. And I'm like, of course, let me be locked up for making a motorcycle. Let me be locked up for making a motorcycle. I will see how that is a crime. Because I know that by the time our government will realize that this is something done by our own, they will be happy. So I had that in me. So that is why the reason I will need the government to intervene, to help, to support, is because if I'm to go into massive production, of course I will need to sell, need receipts for people to go off. And let me tell you one thing. This bike I'm having, the one I've made that I'm riding, one good thing about it is it's very unique. If I'm making commercial bikes, your bike will be very unique. Anybody sees it. I became popular in Douala in the space of 2 months. Everywhere I go, they shout ERICO METAL, ERICO METAL, ERICO. So if my fuel got finished anyway, I park my bike there. I don't stress that it will be stolen or any other thing. That is one uniqueness in that bike.
Okay,
it is a complete different brand of bike. So.
Okay, yeah, thank you very much. Then what could be the impact if this is made a reality at the social economic level?
Like I said earlier, it will bring so much employment into our society, because the price of which I will be selling the bikes, if I'm permitted to be making them and selling them, will be less. It will be cheaper than the price to buy import bikes with.
Okay.
So, and that along the line will help to boost our economy, because everybody now, most people who could not be able to pay a motorcycle of 500,000, 600,000 for commercial business, they will be able to pay that very motorcycle which is serving the same purpose for 400,000. The difference is, and then the durability, the power, the strength in that bike, you know, is more powerful than the other one. So we have a guarantee, because I don't use economics in iron. So yeah. So the thing is that the truth is that the bike I made is more powerful than the one. Let me not look down on the Chinese, than the one the Chinese make and put on the market. Okay.
Yes. Then another question is, can I too drive the bike? Is it meant for everybody?
For everybody. For everybody. Now that's a good question. As a matter of fact, I'm into another production of making a motorcycle for the handicapped.
Okay, yeah, that's really interesting.
So I'm not only for people who are working with foot. Even if you don't have foot, I'm about to make a motorcycle that you can ride.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's a good question.
Okay, thank you, Eric.
I'll make a motorcycle for everybody.
Thank you very much, Eric. Now I guess we are in a haste to see these motorcycles made in Kumbo. So we are moving now to the innovation shop.
Innovation Stars.
Welcome to innovation shop of ERICO METAL Welding and General Fabrication. At ERICO METAL, we build and manufacture all agricultural machines. For example, grinding mills, peeling mills, wet machines, garden processing machines, and oil pressing machines, and general agricultural machines. And of course, iron doors and window protectors for home security and the beauty of the house. We provide the best quality of iron, solid iron that will last forever, and we will render our services as fast as possible and will supply in time. And at ERICO METAL, we fabricate also motorcycle, and this one being one of our biggest projects that we have embarked on, and we plan to build more. So I'm asking you people to place your orders for me to make your bikes. You want a luxury bike, you contact ERICO METAL and I produce you a luxurious luxury bike. And if you want a commercial bike, you come to ERICO METAL and I will produce you the best solid motorcycle that you will use it for commercial. You can carry anything, any load, and it can go anywhere. And at this particular moment, I'm pleading on the government, the head of state, to promote this workshop to the highest level so that we can be able to produce more and sell to African market and of course to the world market. We need the government's license, permission, and the support, the financial support, to publicize this if possible to all, so everybody in the world, Cameroon at large, in the world, to be able to see what we are able to produce with our own hands, so that we'll be able to sell our products and to promote this art. At ERICO METAL, you go to our website or to our YouTube channel at ERICO METAL Welding, you will see all types of fabrications, all types of motor innovation, motorcycle, and all the other machines that I mentioned that are not here. And most of course, the works that we have completed, that have painted and supplies, this of course I have still on the process as we are working and going. So we are assuring you, and we want us to take this company to the next level, and we want to build a generation of welders in Cameroon that has no limitations.
Innovation Stars.
Like I said, you're just from the innovation shop. Now I'm with you, Eric. You said you only had a first school living certificate. So what is your interaction with the scientific community, PhD holders, the engineers in general? How do they treat you? Do you feel intimidated?
As a matter of fact, I feel the opposite. I feel respected. They honor me. I don't know. I feel honored every time I'm with them. We converse, we discuss like normal people.
Okay.
They respect my standard, and we go along very well. I don't have any difficulty with whoever of any level of education. I don't have any difficulty with communicating with them.
Okay, so what are the challenges you faced in living your passion?
The only challenges I can tell you I felt is the difficulty to be able to come out with everything I have in my mind.
Yeah.
You know, when you are a designer, when you are a manufacturer, when you are a creator, when you have a lot of things you want to do, but you have limitations on finance, on materials, because you cannot. So those are the only challenges. You feel frustrated because I could do this, I could do that. And thank you, that's a good question. Those are the challenges that made me 8 years ago to decide to be offering free training in my workshop.
Yeah.
Because I have a lot in my mind, I have a lot I create, and for people to bring their children for me to train apprentice, it will be very expensive because I do multiple things. So I see that it will be a challenge for them to be able to acquire the skills. So that was when I opened the room for free training. Like, to answer the question of what are my challenges, me as an individual, back then when I started doing the fabrications, the manufacturing in Kumbu, the tax I used to pay was increased. Like, the taxation people, they came to my workshop and they said, look, you are no longer an ordinary welder, you are now a fabricator, you're a semi-industry, so you will raise your tax. That was very challenging. That was very challenging. I went to their office and I told them, look, I've been paying my tax for the past 5 years in this business, and if you raise my tax to this level, I will be forced to quit. And that will be killing me because I have a lot that I'm still to produce. Okay. So I was expecting you people to promote me, not to give me so much tax. So that's why that's where I said I need the help from our government or any society, any organization that can promote me, provide. Yeah, we have challenges in some tools, but that doesn't limit us from doing the things I'm doing. Yeah. Yes, but with the few tools I have, if I was able to make that with the few tools I have, so it's just a guarantee that if I could have more tools, I would do more. Yeah. You see. So now, talking of the tax, the government will need to intervene on that part, on helping me. That's a challenge. Okay. I have that as a challenge. So with the knowledge, when they will know about me, I knew for a fact that when I will finish this motorcycle, they will know about me. I know that for a fact. Okay. And when they will know about me, I will table my only worry.
Okay. So coming to the end of this program, what could be the take-home message for our millions of televiewers out there?
Thank you very much for that question. Before I land complete to my take-home message, I want to tell a small story about me. My father, the father figure, is my uncle actually, but I call him a father because he is a father to me. Biologically, he's an uncle, but he is a father. The story comes like this. When I graduated from primary school, he asked me, which college would you like to go? I said, I'm not going any college. I'm not furthering my education. He was like, what? Everybody in the family, they tried the best they could. I refused. Yeah. I literally refused. And here is the funny part. I never wanted to go to school. I wanted to learn a trade. Okay. Yeah. Eddie, what do you want to learn? I don't know. One day, 1 week, 1 month, my uncle asked, my uncles from this side, they asked my grandparents, everybody, they asked, I don't know, but I don't want to go to school, but I want to learn a trade. So now, this applies to the take-home message to all the parents out there watching this program. It is very important to survey your children. It's very important to survey, to look at the life of your children. Yeah. My uncle chose my career, this welding job for me. Yeah. And this is how he come about. He said, when I was growing up, I have a problem with irons. Everywhere I go, I'm with irons. They send me to go buy something, I'm with irons. Every time they're washing my dresses, I'm with pieces of irons. In the bed, I'm with irons. Going to school, I'm with irons all my life. So I frustrated them because I never wanted to go to school, but I don't know what I wanted to do. But I wanted to learn a work, a handwork, but I don't know the type of handwork. That was when he chose this work, and thank God he did. Because I will tell you this is the best work in the world. Okay. If I could go in the afterlife, if people could work in the afterlife, I will ask God to make me a welder again. Okay. So my take-home message is, parents should take a look at their children. Yeah. Don't mind the age. Everybody has something in them, and iron is my own. I'm all about iron. I was born to be this. So many people ask me questions. Why is it you are doing the things your boss don't do? And I'm like, I'm not my boss. This is Eric. I've been blessed like this. It is God's doing. That's just what I can say. Because I myself, I do some things and I sit for a minute and I said, how did you come about this? You see, so,
Yeah.
and then again, the programs your children watch in television has a lot of impact in their lives. Now you'll be surprised that somebody like me, any program I watch in television I always look for challenging programs. That's why I became who I am today. I have some role models out of our country, but they don't know me, but they have made me who I am today. So what you look in the television transform your lives directly or indirectly.
Yeah.
So parents should just be careful of what their children, and then watch their children and see what they are going up to be. Like you ask, my son, I have a son who is 6 years and he's riding a bike. He's riding a motorcycle, 6 years.
Wow.
You'll be surprised, you'll see it.
Okay, is it a normal one or for
He
children?
rides no, not for children. This lady is a bike for ladies, a bike designed for ladies. He
Yeah.
operated this big bike, he operated, he runs it.
At 6 years?
Yeah, you go to my YouTube channel, you see his video, 6 years.
Okay.
So I'm just saying, I
Yeah.
just want to tell that story for you people to know that we should stop limiting our kids up. When you see them trying to do something, allow them and try to teach them and
Yeah.
try to see what they are up to.
Okay.
Yeah, so I give him that liberty, but with the guidance, and then so people say I'm great, that boy will be greater than me.
Okay. Thank you very much, Eric. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for transmitting that passion.
I'm
yeah.
blessed to be here.
Okay. Thank you, dear viewers, for staying with us. See you same time on the same channel at the same hour for your favorite program, Innovation Stars. Innovation Stars, solutions for growth.